Well, hello there, boys and girls, ladies and gents, and proud members of the Big Red Food Army. It's your boy Big Red for another episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. Today's a special episode because I am going to make the chili that our viewer, Rodney S, sent me the packet of flavoring for. So we're going to make that up. Let me get started here. First, we're going to need to get that packet of chili out of here. And this is the weirdest thing ever because it's Cincinnati recipe. I didn't know Cincinnati was famous for chili. It's Cincinnati recipe chili from Skyline. Yeah, so it says you need 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of lean ground meat and do not brown it. So you need this container. Let's see. Contents of this package with a 6-ounce can of tomato paste and 6 cups of water. So let me see if I even got tomato paste. If not, we'll have to redo this video. I think we got tomato paste. So let's see here. Is this 6 ounces? Bear with me here. I think this says 6 ounces. Yep. 6-ounce can of tomato paste, the contents of this, and 6 cups of water. Add all that together, bring the mixture, beat the mixture with a fork, bring it to a boil, reduce the heat, and simmer for 1.5 hours. So, all right, that's what we're going to do. And he tells me you serve it over spaghetti. I mean, who eats chili on spaghetti? I mean, I've had chili mac before, but spaghetti? Come on, man. So let's get this big old pot here. Well, actually, we're going to use this for our pasta. Get the other big old pot. And the other weird thing is you don't brown your meat. That's crazy. So we're going to follow the instructions. He said follow the instructions and let him know how it feels. How it is. And it also says you could do it 2-way, spaghetti topped with the chili. 3-way, spaghetti topped with chili and grated cheddar cheese. 4-way, spaghetti topped with grated, with that cheese and topped with onions. 5-way is add kidney beans. I think we're going to do it the 4-way. We're going to use chopped onions and cheddar cheese. So, let's open this package up here. And to me, it just looks like a bunch of clumpy chili powder to me. But we're going to see what it's all about. It's got some chili powder and some kind of seeds and Well, it's got. I'm sure it's got some cumin in it because I can smell it. Paprika, onion, salt, spices. I don't know. So anyway, this, and 6 cups of water. Take that off the heat there before we burn shit up. Or we could just add our 6 cups of water. Yeah. And just double check to make sure it says 6 cups of water. 6 ounces of tomato paste, 6 cups of water. Yeah, so let's get this water in there. So that's 2 cups of water. 2. And that's a lot of water for some chili. That's going to be some watery ass chili. 2. And 2 more makes 6. Man, this is some watery. Man, this looks like this is going to be some watery ass chili, boy. Man. And then 6 ounces of tomato paste. I mean, it smells good. Get all that paste off. Just mix all of this in there, then add the raw beef. Alright, so hang on, let me get this. Get this ground meat here. Just don't break it up and throw it in there. And I still say that's a shit ton of water, man. Wow. Alright. And it says bring it to a boil. Oops, got some meat that fell right here. Get in there, boy. Wash my little nubs. I just gotta wait. It says mix this up. Beat mixture with a fork and bring to a boil. Boiled ground meat. I mean, come on. I mean, is there anything weirder than that? This is almost like ground beef soup. 6 cups of water, too. Make sure that I do that right. 6 ounces of tomato paste and 6 cups of water. Still say that's a shit ton of water. You northerners, y'all must love y'all some watery ass chili, yeah? And boiled, really boiled freaking ground meat. That's so strange. It says do not brown. Let me just make sure I read that right. It says add 1 to 1.5 pounds of lean ground meat. Do not brown. Wow. Stranger than strange. I don't know what you Yankees do up north, boy. I'll tell you. So I got like clumps of ground meat. Sorry about that, y'all. Somebody was ringing my telly. And y'all know I record with my telly. So, I mean, I got this all mixed up, and I'm just waiting for it to come to a boil. I mean, big old clumps of ground meat, and I don't know about this, yo. I mean, it smells good. But, I mean, it's watery as hell. I'm glad somebody thought of sending me something, but I mean, this is crazy. Clumpy ground meat that's been boiled with 6 cups of water and some seasoning. I mean, I don't know about this, yo. If this don't thicken up, right, it's all beat up. Let me bring it to a boil. So, all I gotta do is wait for this to come to a rolling boil. And then cut the heat down, cover it. Did it say cover it? Hang on, let me read that package again. Reduce heat and simmer uncovered, stirring occasionally. So I don't even need to cover it. Uncovered. So let this get to a rolling boil and see what happens. They say a watch pot never boils, but this is starting to. So yeah, I mean this is I mean Cincinnati's way north to me. I mean I could put this cover back up because we ain't gonna use it. Yeah, Cincinnati. I passed through Cincinnati on my way to Cleveland. Man, y'all norther than north, you know. But I don't know what you Yankees do up there for chili, but good Lord, that's a lot of water, and you don't brown the ground meat. That's crazy. This must be a definite Yankee thing because ain't no good respectable Southerner or coon-ass is going to ever cook chili like this again. This is crazy. Boiled brown. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. Seasoning with boiled ground meat, tomato paste, and you let it cook for an hour to an hour and a half. I don't get it. Well, it's starting to boil. It's starting to roll and boil. Let it go for a minute or so and see what happens. Yeah, it's boiling good now. We got us a good roll and boil. So we are going to cut this fire down to low, like it said, to a simmer. Give it a good stirring. Got a nice froth on the top. And Rodney said, this will make my whole house or apartment or whatever smell good. So we're going to find out. So now I just got to, like I said, I just lowered it. Set to a low boil. Set the timer for one. No, we don't want to do that. We want a timer. Now, hold on. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Clear. Timer. 60 minutes? No, that's not right. Let's see. Timer. 6 minutes, 60 minutes. Timer start. So yeah, in 60 minutes we'll come back and check it. Keep you guys updated. We're going to stir it occasionally in between. And we'll see what he does. Let me get my spaghetti out so when this is close to ready, I can boil my spaghetti. Because that's how he recommends we do it. So we're going to do it his way, see what happens. Alright, so we got our thin spaghetti. We'll just let it sit here. Might as well get our water for the spaghetti ready while we're sitting in the kitchen. Okay, so we got our pot of water for the spaghetti for when we're ready to start that. So yeah, 58 more minutes. We'll come back and check it. Again, we're going to stir it occasionally, but I'm not going to have to turn y'all on for that. So I'll see you guys back in an hour. Okay, so it's your boy Big Red, and we're back in the kitchen. And we got our water boiling for our spaghetti. We got this here, been simmering for over an hour and a half. And to me, that just looks like good smelling dirty water. I mean, it's not thick. I mean, I wouldn't call it chili. I would call this freaking, I don't know, not chili. I would call this ground beef soup or ground meat soup, because chili it's not. It might smell like chili, it might taste like chili, but it ain't chili. Just because it's got a bill like a duck doesn't mean it's a duck. It could be a freaking platypus. You know what I'm saying? Because that definitely ain't chili. I would have to cook that probably 16 more hours just to thicken it up. I mean, I appreciate homeboy viewer Rodney S for sending me something to try, but dude, man, don't call that chili. Call that ground meat soup. Because, I mean, look how watery this is. I followed the instructions on the packet, and that stuff is watery as all get out. Let me get these here. Let me put y'all on the little perch over here. Let me get this old pasta thingamajiggy so I can start the timer on this pasta. And whoever thought putting freaking chili on freaking spaghetti, that's crazy. That's one of them northern things I just don't get. Okay, so how long do I want to do my spaghetti? 11 minutes. Timer, 11 minutes. Let that rock and roll. I even had to bring up the heat on this to try to cook some of this water out. I mean, look at that, y'all. That's straight up freaking ground meat soup. So, Rodney, I appreciate you sending me that, buddy, but man, I followed the directions you had. I followed the directions, which was the same exact directions that was on the package. That ain't chili, bro. But anyway, I'm going to cut up this here onion, and we're going to give it a shot. Get a little plate to cut this onion on, so I ain't got to wash my chopping block. Get a rough chop on this here onions. That's going to be plenty enough onions, so we're going to put this in here. We'll use that for something else. And we finish chopping this here up. Alright, so we got some chopped up onions here. Let me get me and my boy each a plate. see you guys back when this pasta's ready to plate up. Okay, so I'm back in the kitchen. The pasta's finished boiling. We just got to turn it off, drain it. Helps if I had the colander. Get that out. Let me unstick some of these here noodles before I stick the other ones back in. Got a couple noodles stuck on the bottom. Alright, let's get this colander. And again, I turned up this heat again on this here chili, and it's still watery as hell. Again, still looks like I'm not even gonna refer to this as chili anymore. I'm just gonna go with the whole, oh shit, that's flatted. I'm gonna go with Northern ground meat soup, because that's what it looks like. All right, so it's done. I mean, it's been cooking for almost 2.5 hours now, and it still hasn't thickened up. I mean, like I said, I'd have to cook it for 16 hours to thicken it up and make it look like chili. But anyway, all right, boy, come on, let's get some of this food. And again, I would never eat chili over pasta, but chili over spaghetti. But this is basically a sponsored video, so to speak. The guy was nice enough to send me the chili packets. Again, I wouldn't call it chili, at least not the way they got it cooked here. I would call it Northern ground meat soup, because that's what it looks like. I mean, I'm gonna one day cook some chili and make it look like chili, but this is what we got. This is what we're getting down with tonight.
That does not look like chili.
No, it doesn't look like chili. It looks like, I mean, it looks like ground meat soup.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean,
do Northerners not know how to make chili?
obviously not. I mean, I could open up a can of Hormel and it would be better than this, to be honest. I mean, this might taste good, but I mean, this doesn't look like no damn chili, that's for sure.
Looks like somebody shot him.
You want some more water on there?
Nah.
Alright, get you some onions and some cheese.
Yeah. I don't want no more water. Who serves Ghetto spaghetti?
I don't know. Alright, get some cheese.
The chili goes on your hot dogs or over mac and cheese or something like that. Like spaghetti?
I'm gonna have to bring a fork and a spoon for this.
So, I don't know if you were trying to do the Italian thing when you did this, but this is not how you make spaghetti and meat sauce.
No, this isn't spaghetti meat sauce. Come on, son, get a handful of cheese. Be a man.
A handful of cheese. I'm sprinkling my cheese.
Come on.
I got enough cheese.
That's enough for you?
That's enough. I just want a little bit sprinkled over. I don't want it all on pile.
All right, put this away. Get a straw, and because we might need a straw for this.
Yeah, I remember.
Be careful bringing this through the living room.
Yeah, I know.
Turn on the light in there. I was joking. You don't need a straw to suck up the chili.
You might need one for the sauce.
You want me to carry your plate or you got it?
I got it. Just get your phone. This stuff does have a lot of liquid in it.
That's what I'm saying. Be careful. I don't want to be wiping that up off of the apartment floor. Alright, so there you have it. The only thing left to do is try to put it in your mouth. Rodney, buddy. I mean, come on. Walk with me here and let me tell you my tale of how this ain't chili. This is, again, what I would like to call northern chili flavored beef soup. Because, I mean, let me give you a little picture of this. I mean, look at all this liquid here. I mean, right here. I mean, I can play in that liquid. I can play in that. Like, you saw the drops come off my fingers? I mean, this is absolutely insane. And for Cincinnati to claim that this is their chili, good Lord. We're going to have to get you down south, buddy, and show you what some food's about. I cooked it just the way you told me to cook it. I mean, it doesn't even really have that much of a chili flavor, actually.
Not really.
I mean, so I'm not even going to call it chili flavored ground meat soup.
Just need real chili.
I'm going to call this dirty water, bland ground meat soup. And it said on the package, which was funny, is cooked to the desired, until it thickens up to desired. I would have to get this to be thick like chili. I would literally have to cook this for another 10 hours. So what I will do with the other chili packets, because Rodney was nice enough to send me 3 packets. So instead of wasting ground meat, the next time and follow them instructions, I will show you how to make chili. I'll use that packet and I'll make it 100 times better than this. Using Big Red's instructions. I couldn't even see putting this on a hot dog. I mean,
how?
Unless you drain the liquid off. I don't know. It doesn't say drain liquid off and eat the meat.
I mean, like chili, even when you put it on a hot dog, because it's a thicker liquid, it stays on there. Like this, it looks like somebody like
had loose ass.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at a bird nest bib doing its job. Look at that. I don't get it. I mean, I went to Cleveland one time, which is northeast of Cincinnati. And I ain't gonna lie, that was some of the worst food I ever had. Very bland, very blasé. I mean, I've traveled most of the country. And by far, I'm going to say the best food I've ever had come out of New Orleans, as far as flavor goes. San Francisco had good food. Memphis, Memphis had decent barbecue. St. Louis had decent food. But then again, St. Louis is New Orleans' sister city. Chicago had good pizza, but there's a lot of places that have good pizza. I find the further north I go, the worse the food gets. Although if you look on a map, San Francisco is pretty north, considering, you know. But it's on the bay. It's got a lot of seafood.
And due to its closeness to the sea and it having the major ports near it, it's also got the influence of a lot of Asian cultures in the food.
Yeah. And San Francisco's got Chinatown, and one of the biggest Chinatowns. So, and I'm not even going to blame this on my cooking, because, I followed their instructions. So, when I rate this, hold on to your seats.
Whoever called this chili needs to be kicked in the mouth.
My meat sauce, my Italian meat sauce has more of a chili consistency than this.
My school's chili, and I'm talking cafeteria chili, has more of a chili consistency than this.
And that's public school, yo. That ain't even private school.
Oh my God.
And considering I had followed the instructions to the T, I would like somebody to tell me where this went wrong. Because chili, this is not. But I don't want to waste all this water. You know what? Go get some of those leftover biscuits from,
Don't ruin good biscuits with that.
But I want to sop this up.
Just get normal bread.
Do we have any normal bread left? We didn't go to the store. I think we got like 2 slices left.
Will you get?
Yeah, you're right. Don't ruin good biscuits. And I think it's 2 ends, so that's not even wasting bread because who really eats the ends? Would you like an end to sop some of that up?
You can have the rest of that after I finish the actual hard parts.
Let me see if bread does anything to make it taste better. Not really. Soaks it up like a sponge does. I mean, yeah, really. I mean, this is dirty water ground meat soup. And because it was spaghetti, it's not like you could eat it with a spoon. You had to use a fork, so you're not picking up any of this extra sauce. Oh, I ain't even got enough bread to soak all this up. Sure you don't want no bread? Mm-mm. I mean, I don't mind you soaking up your dirty...
I don't want to soak up no dirty water.
Dirty water ground meat soup.
You want the rest of this water?
No, I'm good.
I'm going to wash this down sink or some sort of drain where it belongs, because there's some dirty water. I mean, it doesn't even look appetizing.
Again, I apologize, son.
I'm not even saying you have to apologize for it. I'm just saying whatever company decided to say, oh, this is chili.
Really, I could open up a can of Wolf chili, Hormel chili, any of those canned chilies, and it would have been better than this, actually. Here, come take this plate and this trash. And then we'll review this. So make it quick, come back. You don't even need to rinse it. I'll come in there and wash the dishes in a minute.
Well, they already know what I think. I mean, you can tell.
Okay. So Skyline for your Cincinnati Style Chili, a.k.a. what Big Red calls dirty water ground meat soup. Y'all know I go on a scale of 1 to 5 flip-flops, right? Well, I'm going to have to go 10 flip-flops on this to the negative side, yo. 10 negative flip-flops for your ass. Because that was some nasty-ass shit. I mean, no, I can't even say it was nasty because it didn't taste terrible. It just didn't taste like chili. It didn't look like chili.
It's like trying to call a rhinoceros a finch.
No, it's like trying to call a duck-billed platypus a duck. When you know damn well he's a beaver. Look at his tail. I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, yeah, y'all getting 10 negative flip-flops. Exit stage left.
Duck-billed platypus is a real animal.
I know it is. But it's like calling it a duck when you know it's really a freaking beaver.
Like I said, mine's more accurate. A rhinoceros to a finch.
So anyway, yeah, that was terrible. Rodney, again, I appreciate you taking the time to think of us and to send us this packet. But I'm going to use those other 2 packets as flavoring to make real chili. And, or make it more realistic chili, I should say, because that was, ooh, good Lord. That was rough. So over here, in the there's a subscription button. Please subscribe if you have not done so already, or at least consider subscribing. Also, next to that, there's a little ding-a-ling-a-ling bell. Click that to be notified when I have new content. Over here is thumbs up, thumbs down. Bam, 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 ba-bop, bop, ba-dop. Hit me with one. Doesn't matter which. I got thick skin. I can take it. I'm a big boy in more ways than one. But we like these better. And below, there's a description to this video. Also, open that description box. You will find links to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as a link to this channel's homepage, where you can find all my older content. And I have it separated in categories to make life easier for you. Because life is hard enough, watching YouTube shouldn't have to be. underneath, leave a comment. Type me one, I'll type you one back. Show me yours, and I'll show you mine. And as always, tell your ma, tell your pa, tell your greasy grandma, never to feed you Cincinnati Style Chili. And this is Big Red, Little Red for another Ghetto Gourmet product review. And we out. We gotta go get a snack to make this right, I guess. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time in the kitchen. All right, thanks for watching another episode of the Ghetto Gourmet. If you like that video, subscribe. Click that little subscribe button, please. And if you enjoyed it, there's a little like button down there. Give me the thumbs up. And if you have a comment, there's a section down there, comment section. Leave a comment. I reply to all my comments. If there's something you want me to try to cook, just name it, put it down there. I'll give it a try. Also, I have two other web series. The Comics from the Can, and also White Trash Guide to Buffets Across America. Give those a view. Check them out. Think you may enjoy them. Until next time, enjoy cooking Ghetto Fabulous style.